Starting an online fragrance store means you get testers, and that means I've had the chance to try lots of fantastic fragrances that I hadn't tried until I launched Lux Perfume. Here they are. If you love fragrance as much as I do, head over to my online store luxparfum.co.uk. You'll find my favourite brands plus brands you can't find anywhere else in the UK. Link is in the description. If you're watching this video and you're thinking Chris is just using his channel to advertise his website, well, you'd be right. But I think I'm allowed to do that because it's my channel and it's my website, and these are all genuinely excellent fragrances that I want to tell you about, and I think a lot of you out there enjoy the same fragrances that I do. If you're not into that, feel free to turn off, that's absolutely fine. But if you are into learning about excellent fragrances, here they are. So the first one is a fragrance that I'd been dying to try because this one had a little bit of hype. It's from Otto Parisi and it's Berger Mask. This is maybe not for everyone, but it's a distinctive statement-making fragrance, and I'm always drawn to very distinctive fragrances just because they stand out, and I love anything that does its own thing and dares to be a bit different, and this one certainly does. So what you get with this fragrance is a lovely juicy citrus that is underpinned by these intense musks to the point where it almost smells a little bit pissy, and I don't mean that in a bad way. If you know what I mean, you know what I mean. So I mean it in a good way, if that's possible. It's a very strong fragrance, so you don't need to spray much. A couple of sprays will do, and I find if you go relatively easy on the trigger, it gives you that really satisfying citrus punch, and the musks aren't too in your face because you've not oversprayed the fragrance. There aren't many statement-making, distinctive citrus fragrances out there because a lot of citrus fragrances do smell quite similar. Well, this one doesn't. This one stands out from the crowd. If you're looking for a fresh, statement-making citrus fragrance that will help you stand out, Berger Mask is a must. We decided to add this next brand to the website because we tried some samples and we thought that they were fantastic. You may not even have heard of them. The brand is called Memoirs of a Perfume Collector, and we have 3 of them on the website. I really enjoy all of them, but I did want to mention this one in particular. This is called Tales from Zanzibar. This is a gorgeous citrus scent. There's some lime and mandarin, and I also get some passion fruit from this. It's nothing that's listed to the point where it actually reminds me a little bit of a porn star martini. There is some coconut and guava in here, so whether it's those things that are combining to give this exotic fruity type of smell, I don't know, but I like it. It fizzes and pops off my skin in a really satisfying way. Take all that and then put a bit of a creamy Baccarat Rouge 540 style base underneath it, and that gives you some idea about what this one smells like. So it's a citrus fragrance with a lot of weight to it. It's got fantastic performance. I would never have got to try this if it weren't for Lux Parfum. I'm really glad I did because this is definitely a fragrance that will be getting a lot of wear from me in the warmer weather. Rogue Perfumery. I'd heard about them online. There'd been quite a bit of hype, but I'd never tried them. I finally got the opportunity to do so, and the one I want to mention in this video is probably the one that's talked about the most. It's called Mousse Illuminée. It's a fresh, spicy, woody, mossy scent, and when I smell this one, it makes me think of how I imagine fragrances from back in the day would smell. And I don't mean in a dated kind of way, I mean just in this big, bold, uncompromising way. So much is said about lack of performance in fragrances these days, but with Rogue, you are definitely going to get performance. You're going to get stellar, if not beast mode performance. Very, very strong stuff, so you don't really need to spray that much of it. I'd say this fragrance and others from Rogue have a kind of retro feel, so if you're more into very modern, very sweet smelling fragrances, then Rogue might not be for you. But if you want proper, strong, unapologetic, bold fragrances, then definitely give Rogue a try. I absolutely love a chocolatey patchouli fragrance, and Noir Patchouli from Histoire de Parfum just hits the bullseye for me. Almost get a little bit of oud from it as well. It's got a bit of punchy attitude, and in the opening it kind of reminds me of Nascimato's Pardon, which is my favourite from Nascimato, and then in the dry down it goes a little sweeter and a bit more powdery. Cardamom gives this one a lovely pop, and I could see this one potentially getting compliments because it's that style of fragrance. It gets noticed because it's strong enough and it's a really likable smell. I've tried a few now from Histoire de Parfum, but of the ones that I've tried, I would say so far Noir Patchouli is my favourite. The next one is by far my most worn fragrance so far this year. It's Tobacco from Zaharoff, and in having this for just a few weeks, I've nearly gone down half of this bottle, so I've really been wearing this one a lot. Some say it smells along the same lines as Tom Ford's Tobacco Vanille, and yes, I would agree with that, but it's not quite as loud as that fragrance. Some people think that fragrance is a little too loud anyway, so this one is a bit more refined. And where to start with the notes? Cognac, rum, tobacco, vanilla, myrrh, incense, sandalwood and plum, and that's just some of the notes, that's not all of the notes. If you're like me, then that will be a very attractive note breakdown for you, and a lot of people have been saying they've really enjoyed this fragrance. I've not really seen anyone say that they don't enjoy it. Unfortunately, this one is sold out on Lux Perfume. We put it on sale and it just very quickly sold out because there's a lot of interest in this fragrance. When it does come back in stock, be quick because it probably won't last long, but yeah, watch this space. Tobacco from Zaharoff, stunning. So 5 fragrances that I really love that we sell at Lux Perfume that I hadn't tried until we launched the website, and I'm very thankful that I've been able to try these because they are superb. Let me know what you think of these fragrances. Have you tried any of these? Are you wearing this one as much as I am? Do you think it's deserved of the hype? Do let me know. And of course, I will leave links to all these fragrances in the description below the video. We would love it if you would visit Lux Perfume. We are at the moment only shipping from the UK to within the UK. We're getting a lot of people from around the world actually asking if we can ship to lots of different places. It's harder than you might think. I know some companies can do it, but there's a lot of paperwork involved. There's courses that you've got to go on to be able to do it. It is a complicated situation, especially now with Brexit. So please bear with us. We are looking into being able to ship further afield than just the UK. But for now, if you're in the UK and you like the sound of any of these fragrances, please visit the website. We sometimes have discount codes on, so watch out for those as well. Yeah, we'd love it if you came along. So that's it for me from this one. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you found it useful. Thank you very much for watching. Remember, keep tuning into FM, keep smelling good, and I'll see you in the next one.